Okay. All right. Um, some girls reporting, yeah, Chromebook. Ridiculous. They sort of changed all the keyboard shortcuts and stuff like that, which I don't understand. Um, so I was thinking about this today, and I've been reading a lot of the tweets and stuff, but it's kind of the same stuff being rehashed that we've been covering, and it's just kind of at this point hard to find anything new to report on the Meghan/Harry thing. One of the things I think we need to go back to, or maybe I can do that again, I do every now and then, is, the engagement interview where she was just like this totally different person and just loved everyone, loved everything. And the one thing that struck me, and I put it out there, is where she said, we finally have a platform to talk about the things that we are passionate about. That's all very nice, but if you're there to serve and you're passionate about maybe you're with this dude 3 or 4 times, and you're maybe, at the time she said she wanted to be a diplomat, she wanted to get into politics. Ugh, come on. With all just what has been unfolding in the world clearly shows that, as I said, I hope the British media stop talking about that. That's just for clicks and shit like that. When people start even entertaining the idea of this broad getting into the political framework, maybe in the 90s it would have been possible, but no, not being married to someone in the House of Windsor, just the bridges she's burned and shit. But at the time she talks about how, like I said, she wanted to have this platform, blah, 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 this type of thing. But what I said at the time, back in, I think, maybe June or July of 2018, when I reviewed that video, the engagement video that BBC did, as I said, well, what if no one wants to hear your ideas and passions? You have to be there to listen to the ideas and passions. Here we call it constituency, but I don't know, would it be called constituency, subjects? The people, you're going to a new country. And that's why I always said I thought Catherine does best in Great Britain. Now, I'm feeling, I did my last video. I still have to review the comments. I thought it was a dumb video, but I put it up anyway because I just feel bad for anyone that has to go through a medical problem where it wears on you and where it's hard and where you feel like crap. And I think I talked about that enough, where you really do feel sick all the time. And it's not even a matter of wanting to take time off. It's a matter of, you're glad if you can drink a glass of juice. I still have terrible appetite problems, Plus the food is horrible anyway, but I've gone organic. But let's go back to the topic. So this is in 2018. I believe that Harry wanted the fuck out of this marriage. I believe that he realized he made a really crappy mistake and things were going really badly right off the bat. I don't think he doesn't seem mature enough to be a husband, or maybe he was trying But even just in the wedding, in the ceremony, I mean, he wasn't a happy guy, ready to move to the next step. Yeah, he saw this chick with a white dress on, and there's this weird black liberation theology pastor who has connections to some weird people in the US. And he gave a real anti-colonialist, I call it a speech sermon, which some people had their jaws dropped, just like, are you fucking kidding me? Not because he was black, not because he was being folksy and Americanish, maybe in part, but also just what he was saying was bullshit. So I don't think they got off to a real good start. And then she was just very disrespectful. I mean, I think she meant well and wanted to be like trend setting and all that shit. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't think she meant well. She wanted to be the center of attention. Maybe like when she was on the train with the Queen, I think that she was acting foolish, but I think she was trying to be nice to the Queen in her way, but it didn't come off that way. It just came off as unacceptable. I mean, maybe if that's your grandma and you're taking her out and you're picking her up at the nursing home to take her out, for lunch or something. In the old days, I don't know. I think now people are just so sick they don't even get to go anywhere. Honestly. Do you know that the life expectancy right now in the United States of America is 59 years old? Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. But then let's kind of fast forward. We kind of know what the history was. I think that they skipped out. I think that Harry did want to skip the marriage. I think she wanted to be popular, but any small amount of criticism just, made her nuts, like mentally crazy. I think she was always mentally crazy. I think it's obvious that she never really got along with anyone. She was just so obnoxious. She just was just taking it down a road that just wasn't acceptable at the time. She needed to just stand back a little bit and observe, but instead she wanted to be the main person of attention. So now we have the situation where we got Prince Philip is dead. The Queen is dead. Charles has been diagnosed with cancer, which I'm making the assumption he's got under control. Prostate cancer is pretty common. I'm not diminishing it. I don't know, they need to open up a little bit more about their cancer and their cancer treatment, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it should, but maybe that's more of an American's take on it. As far as what's happening now, because we could go over the whole history again, but let's just take it, like she's come out. She's talked about her illness. There's one thing I noticed during that short video that she made. She's wearing this white and blue striped sweater that we've seen. Actually, honestly, I have a J. Crew one very similar to that. I can't remember where I have it. It's actually very lightweight. It's more for like summer. It's very preppy, blah, blah, blah. But she wears that sweater a lot. It's almost like, did she tape that beforehand? Okay, so I'm just speculating. But you could see that she was very painfully thin, and, she had foundation on, but she really didn't have much makeup on or anything. So she looked pale, but maybe she just wanted people to see her for what she was that day, just someone that wasn't feeling well. And she didn't want to look too bubbly. I don't know. Okay. I'm making assumptions, or maybe she really, okay, so let's skip that. But if Meghan and Harry would have just stood back and, this might sound bad, just do as told. I mean, when you enter a new team or a new job or whatever, and you're the low guy on the totem pole, you don't come in there and try to take over the whole department or company or whatever it is that, you learn and you stand back and then you participate and you become a team player, and she just wasn't going to have that, And so, there was a lot of division there, and it could have been repaired, but they didn't want it. But the whole fake pregnancy thing, I believe that she told Harry she was pregnant. I really do. And announced that during Eugenie's wedding. And she wanted it to get out. She leaked it all over the place. Let's not play games with that, And so nearly 15 weeks is what she said back in 2018, and in October of 2018, middle of October. And just do a search, Us Weekly, Meghan announces nearly 15 weeks. Nearly. Then whatever. Okay. That could mean a number of different things. I think she told Harry she was knocked up. But then quickly told him, no, I'm not. I made a mistake. Oops, I thought I was, but I'm really not. This is just me thinking. I think she kept it up with him for a while. Yeah, maybe for a few days or a week. And then she said, okay, we've got to, now what do? We have to come up with something, I don't know. I think something like that happened. But I don't believe there are children, and I also don't believe the whole surrogate bullshit thing. I just don't. So now she's just, looking really, she just keeps trying, and I don't think she's doing a good job with anything she's doing now. No one really has any interest. It's just more kind of like a little tug of war and stuff on social media. Just my opinion. But let's take another look, is that she didn't have the intelligence to handle her situation. Everybody says, oh, she's so smart. No, she's really not. She's not. I don't believe she has a degree from Northwestern. So I don't believe she ever graduated college. But the opportunity that presents itself right now, because they came to the U.S. in 2020. So here we are, 4 years later? And this pops up. And if she wouldn't have been such a, if she wouldn't have handled things the way she did, Harry and Meghan would have been able to pick up all of the duties, or many of them, on behalf of Catherine, and become stars, right? And would have become beloved. And, there are people, you just need to have people in your life to help you out when you have health problems, when something bad happens, you have an accident or something, I couldn't even get at my mail when I got into an accident. I had everything forwarded. But then when I came back to Milwaukee to my apartment, I discovered that none of my stuff was being forwarded to me. And I had a stack of about 50, 60 different bills and letters and things that I needed to have. And they all had the exact same, message from the post office, unable to verify it said unable to verify that I wanted it forwarded. Makes no sense. So then you're behind in your bills and stuff. You have to catch up there for, when you're behind that many months. So, obviously Kate doesn't have this problem, but they could have come in and stepped in and picked up the slack. And I'm assuming that it might take her, a good 6 or 7 months, or maybe even longer before she feels up to doing anything. So if you go into Prince Harry reportedly plans to step in, but I don't think he's wanted. I don't think he is wanted by the royal family. Oh, what do we have here? Okay. So reportedly rejected by the palace. Okay. Oops, am I not going to be able to get this article? Wait, I've got a new computer and I really dislike it, but that's okay. Okay, I'm not really up to looking at them. A devastated Prince Harry could make a shock return to the royal family following news that his sister-in-law is battling cancer. I don't believe he's devastated. He's devastated for himself, if that's what they mean. You notice how they're always calling them the Duke? Let's just say Harry. Meghan isn't given that respect. Or, excuse me, Catherine isn't. They're still calling her sister-in-law Kate Middleton. She's the Princess of Wales, for God's sakes. Okay. The Duke, he's devastated and could make a shock return following the news that his sister-in-law Kate Middleton is battling. The Duke, has reportedly offered his services to help his family while Kate is unable to fulfill her royal duties as she undergoes treatment. Well, let me tell you this. Offered his services, what? To make a complete asshole out of himself? All we have to do is look at how he handled the Diana Memorial. He was completely off the wall. And I think rumor had it that he was coked up and smelled like alcohol. Well, he didn't look like he had even showered, and his hair looked weird, and his body language and his hand movements were just very unprofessional. I mean, would you want someone to step in for you like that behaved like that? And then we saw him with that Hoda interview with Invictus, where he was, ranting and raving and evading questions about his family. And he never really came out and really said much, but he was acting. He looks different here too. And plus he's wearing lifts for sure. He's not that tall. I think he's just 6 foot, maybe 5'11". I don't know. Harry has reportedly offered his services to help his family. Okay, they say that again. Oh, I already said that. Okay. Likewise, Harry's father is also currently taking extended leave as he undergoes treatment following his own cancer diagnosis. This is serious. They haven't revealed the type of cancer. He reportedly sees the moment as the perfect opportunity for him to mend his relationships. Now, that's weird. Because He wants to make it about himself, is how I'm taking that. His perfect opportunity to mend relationships. Well, it's a little late for that. And if they're at their very lowest, they're probably not going to want you around. Plus, they don't even trust you to be like, can you imagine like him being like mic'd up or something, or even have a camera or a phone or capture a video, with Catherine, looking like shit after possibly being sick from chemo or something? Because she said she's taking chemo. Maybe if she loses hair, I don't know if she will. But, would you want someone there that might be a turncoat? Look at how red his hair looks there. This photo is so touched up. He reportedly especially wants to mend things with Prince William after stepping away from the firm in 2020 and moving to the U.S. with wife Sparkles Markle. However, Buckingham Palace has revealed his offer to return has not been welcomed. He has told the king he will step in and help if he wants him to, but there's no way, after everything that has happened between them, that His Majesty can allow him back in. Ooh. According to the aide, there's just too much water under the bridge, and a return from Harry, who is fifth in line to the throne. Yeah, they have to throw that in, huh? Return to the fold would just make things worse. Well, he's not going to. Yeah, I mean they've already got shit in place. They've already pretty much changed everything and done so much and jumped through hoops for these two. I think they're done. Indeed, last week, the palace appeared to show how they felt about Harry after they quietly removed his bio and that of his wife, Meghan, from its official website. Instead, the duo were given a joint bio that clearly states they no longer wanted to be working royals. Really? I didn't know that. Is that on the Buckingham Palace website? Furthermore, their children, well, they don't have any children. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibets were scrapped from the site altogether. Oh, really? What does that mean? I mean, how could they even have bios? They don't exist, and we don't even have photos of them. Or wait, yeah, I mean, that I'm going to have to look into that. Latest Kate conspiracy. What are they saying, that she didn't have any of her rings on? Did you ever think maybe they were falling off because she lost so much weight, maybe so much water weight? It's possible. Yeah, I mean, I think Prince Harry looks exactly like Charles. Obviously, a little bit different here, but he's got, the same nose and eyes, mouth and jaw shape. His hair is different. It's believed Harry made his first desire to return known last month after King Charles was diagnosed with cancer, but according to the Mirror, Prince William shot down the suggestion, telling friends there is no chance of it happening. Wow. Yeah, it's deep, guys. At the time, Harry had made an emergency solo dash to the UK after being told of King Charles' illness, and it has since been suggested that he may step up to help his brother in sharing the load while their father undergoes treatment. I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, God. Just that picture is so funny. All she's doing is is she looking at Kate or looking at William? Or both? I'm talking about Meghan here. Harry is ready and willing to help and genuinely believes it would work well for both parties. No, it would work well for him. In his view, it wouldn't be dissimilar from what was proposed back in 2020 with the hybrid model of working. What? A hybrid model of working? What the fuck is that? With the king's illness, there is perhaps more of a reason for those options to be considered. However, it has been widely reported that William has no interest in speaking to or working with him and has told friends that he and Meghan cannot be trusted. That's the important piece of the puzzle. That's the whole gist, right? The Prince of Wales has reportedly held private meetings with his father in Sandringham, where the king is recuperating, and made his position clear. Whatever has been discussed between William and the king is private, but it is absolutely and categorically clear that he would not allow Harry to return, the source said. If anyone is going to take on more duties, it will be William, and that isn't even on the agenda for now. His main focus is on his father's health, his family, and what is best for the monarchy. There is a 0% chance Harry is coming back in any capacity. Well, yeah. It just makes them look more foolish now. Hang on a minute. What? Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, okay. So, okay. I think we're going to close it out. Oop. No.
Are you tired of people complaining about literally everything every day?
Wait a minute.
Do you find yourself overly annoyed by the actions of others? Then you need fuck 'em all.
What the?
When prescribed by your doctor, fuck 'em all can significantly reduce your ability to
I don't know
give
where
a
that's
fuck.
coming from, but I want to know.
Tired of Karens not minding their business? People complaining about masks got you down? Fuck 'em all.
Oh, you guys, let's do this while we're at it. Why don't we? I think we could all use a laugh. Okay, so I found this yesterday. I don't know how it all of a sudden started. See, I've got this new computer and I'm really not into it, but this is funny. This is totally unrelated, but.
Are you tired of people complaining about literally everything every day? Do you find yourself overly annoyed by the actions of others? Then you need fuck 'em all. When prescribed by your doctor, fuck 'em all can significantly reduce your ability to give a fuck. Tired of Karens not minding their business? People complaining about masks got you down? Fuck 'em all. Fuck 'em all has been tested and proven to help you not give a fuck.
I don't know.
I used to give a fuck, but now that I've tried fuck 'em all, I don't give a fuck at all.
If you continue to give a fuck after taking fuck 'em all, please consult with your physician. Side effects may include insensitivity, lack of care, and an extreme case of minding your damn business.
Okay. There you go. Okay. Well, that was pretty funny, don't you think? I can't. Okay. Oh, that didn't. Where is my screen? Where is cast screen? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I don't have a video then, do I?